Hey guys, this is James Wood. I'm the creator of Ascended Grounds, and I wanted to talk a little bit today about reishi mushroom and how it's kind of been the foundation for our entire business, but really how it's affected my life over the last 5 years. And there's a few different topics that are worth discussing when talking about medicinal mushrooms, namely reishi. And there's a lot of research and physical chemical constituents that are worth discussing. And that's something that I can go into great detail about. But mostly, I wanted to focus on the spiritual association with this mushroom. Mostly, it stems from China. In China, it's called lingji or lingzhi. I can't pronounce it very well, but it basically means the herb of spiritual potency or mushroom of immortality. And to me, the mushroom of immortality is a bit of a metaphor for something, but the herb of spiritual potency directly relates to what I've seen in my life after bringing this mushroom in. And about 5 years ago, I drank a really strong cup of reishi mushroom tea, and it really gave me a sense of grounding, a calm, peace of mind, really centered place. And ever since then, I was really intrigued by what it could do for my life on that level. And there are some physical things that happen when you drink or take a reishi mushroom extract or a tea. There's a component to it that affects our immune system, and it modulates the immune system. So if it's an overactive condition like an autoimmune condition, or an underactive immune system like a sluggish immune system, it can actually bring balance to that. So that same dose could do one thing for one person, and that same dose could do something different for another person. So it's got an intelligence to it in a way. But what I've noticed in my life is its modulation abilities have really affected me on a psychological level, emotional level, spiritual level, and physical level. And reishi is said to initiate a benevolent cycle of good health in your life. And how I've seen this played out in my own life is my immune system and my nervous system is in a more balanced state. So when I'm subject to stress in my life, like we all are subject to stress no matter what, to some degree. And stress is not necessarily such a negative thing, but it's just basically saying that, there's things in the environment that we have to respond to. So that can be deemed stress. But when you are subject to a stressful situation, with reishi flowing in your body and its effects on your body physically, it puts you in a more balanced state and peace of mind and a calm state on your nervous system. So you're not so much in fight or flight mode mentally and physically. So in that state, you make a decision differently in a stressful situation. That a different response comes about, as opposed to an anxious and nervous response. So when you make the decision from a place of peace of mind versus the nervous state, that takes you somewhere. So that decision is more grounded, and that'll take you somewhere differently than it would, the outcome would if you responded with anxiety. So once you keep making decisions from that place and go that direction more often, not necessarily every time, but just more often, you start to you find yourself in a different place in life than you would in the other direction. So you attract different kind of people, you attract different kinds of situations, you have more confidence in yourself because you're not so afraid of getting affected by all these stimuli that are out there. And it really does bring you to a different place. So it does initiate a benevolent cycle of good health in that way. And I've really noticed it in my life. I definitely feel a sense of inner calm and grounding and just presence, really, from incorporating this mushroom into my life. And something that's worth saying is that all medicinal mushrooms, but mostly reishi, I've noticed, it isn't something that you just take when you think something's going wrong. So it isn't something that you just take when you're going to get sick, or you think you're getting sick and oh, I got to get my reishi. Reishi mushroom is something that you welcome into your life as a friend. So it's just something that you bring into your life that is going to be there for however long you want it to, hopefully forever, if that's the path you're willing to take. And that's the path that I've taken and just accepted it into my life. And it's really affected my relationships. It's affected a lot of things that I attract into my life, a lot of things that I shy away from in my life. It really brings a level of discernment, mostly to keep that balanced state going in your life. So if reishi is really an herb of balance, and if you can live in a more balanced way, you live a lot longer, in my opinion. And I think that's why it's called the mushroom of immortality, because you live in a harmonious state with everything as opposed to fighting it all the time, because you're balanced and you're able to make decisions with wisdom and with insight and with peace inside of you, as opposed to feeling, uh-oh, here we go again, another decision I have to make. It just flows a little bit better. So that's, in a nutshell, what I've noticed from bringing reishi mushroom in my life. And I just wanted to share that with you. And medicinal mushrooms are very popular nowadays. It's kind of a buzzword, but it's for a reason, I've noticed, because I think that the medicine that they offer, reishi among others, is really something that we kind of need in our civilization right now and on the planet as a whole, just to bring that medicine into our life. It's a very profound thing to do for your health strategy, and just for your sanity, to be honest with you, too, living in the world that we do. So that's a little brief explanation. So check out ascendedgrounds.com. It's www.ascendedgrounds.com. That's a project that I started a couple years ago, and it's really taken off to a place that's very good, I've noticed, and very interested in hearing your guys' opinions about what I've said about reishi, and how it's affected your life, if it has affected your life. And if you haven't brought it into your life, I invite you to do so and really give it a chance. Though you want to take it consistently, I would say for at least a couple weeks every day, preferably a month, and just see what happens, and just be true to it. When you bring an herb into your life, you really have to give it a chance, because it doesn't work unless you take it. And that's a funny thing to say, but it's really the truth, obviously. So thank you guys very much.